Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Gemini, for September 2017. So it's for you, Gemini, for September 2017. Sorry, seriously, when it comes to health, I really want to start with your health. I really want to start with the way you're going to feel throughout September 2017, because I think that this month is going to be so good for you. So good for you, especially for those of you that have been suffering from some kind of illnesses, or for those of you that have been suffering from like a long ailments and things like that. You see, September is going to be really positive month, because this is going to be the time not only when you're going to start feeling much better, not only you will be able to see improvements, not only you will be able to feel really great, but it's also going to be the time when you're going to feel, I think it's going to be the peak of your productivity, because you're just going to feel so good. There's the energy that is going to be around you. The energy is going to be back, and that particular energy is automatically going to have such an amazing impact on you that actually September is going to be one really great month. And that's why I was so excited to start it with health, because I can see you being so energetic. I can see you being back yourself. I can see you like really enjoying things in life, and this is all going to be the direct reflection of the actual fantastic feeling that you're gonna have about your your health. For once, your ailments that haven't been improving maybe for a long time, you will be able to feel these improvements, and for two, you will be able to feel feel super energized, and that energy is just going to motivate you, and it is going to have an amazing impact on you. And that's why I can't stress enough how good September it's actually going to be for you in general, honestly. 4th of September, it's going to be very strange but very interesting day. On the 4th of September, it is almost going to feel like a slightly different dimension. It's going to be one of those days when you literally wake up in the morning and you literally feel like a little bit different, a little bit gloomy, a little bit strange. You're almost going to be able to feel this different dimension that you are going to be in, that you're going to find yourself in. And the product of this different dimension that you're going to be in is going to be the person that you don't know. You don't know who this person is going to be. You don't know this person personally. You have never seen this particular person, but that person is going to be connected to the actual message that you're going to receive, the information that you're going to get, some kind of message, some kind of information you're going to receive through this particular person, and that is going to be very important news for you, very important message for you. And after that moment, you will automatically have an idea. You're gonna have some kind of idea after this moment, after this point. You're gonna become very sharp about a certain stage in your life, and that is going to be directly connected to what you do, and it's going to be directly connected to your finances. It is going to be an immediate idea that you're gonna have after that moment, and it's also going to kind of on this particular day, you're also going to be so much in touch with your own spirituality, and your third psychic eye is going to be very enhanced. It's a very important day, because when certain things happen to us, when it's such an important day, when we are like kind of part of a slightly different dimension, it also means that there is something very big going to be born on this particular day, which is just going to become a part of your future. It is something very big that is going to be born, like in a form of some kind of idea that is going to make sense later on. The 12th of September 2017, it's also going to require from you will come across a certain situation when you will really need to not jump into conclusions. Okay, you will need to make a decision, but I would really ask you really nicely and really kindly, and I would like to ask you to pay attention to this day, 12th of September, because the only warning I have here is do not jump into conclusions. Things are not what they seem. Things are not what they seem immediately. Things will not be the way they seem. That will be something else. So I just need you to kind of step back for the moment, take some time off, take some time out, and you will see when you think and when you try to kind of make a decision based on what I just said now, based on this particular situation, if you take a step back and if you try to think about it for a little while, your actually decision is going to be completely different to what you would make it if you did jump into conclusions. So there is going to be the situation that will require from you, I would really highly suggest to step back. So if there is anything that you need to sign, if there is anything that you need to start, if there is any big decision that you need to make, if there is anything big that you need to buy, is there anything big that you need to do, is there any big step that you need to make on the 12th of September, do not rush. Do not rush. Do not rush. Do not rush. Take some time out, take some moment away, take some time out and kind of get in touch with your own spirituality, maybe meditate, but you don't even have to necessarily meditate. You just need to take a step out, think about other things maybe, and then, you know, it's just going to literally come to you what the right decision is going to be. After that moment, you're also going to realize that certain things are going to take slightly longer. You're on the right direction. You're doing the right things. You do as much as you can do, basically. And now you are just going to realize that it's just going to take slightly longer. So you're on the right way. You're on the right journey, but it is going to take slightly longer. Okay. The third day, I need you to be careful. It's going to be on the 20th of September. The 20th of September, you just need to be like a little bit careful, because this is going to be the time when somebody will try to trick you into something. So the 20th of September, I would most certainly not sign anything, or I would most certainly also not buy anything or something like that, not start anything. The most important thing, it would be on the 20th of September not to start anything on that particular day. If you already have got some kind of start on that particular day from before, then you just, all what I can say to you is just be careful, you know, protect yourself, get maybe like a black tourmaline. You see, black tourmaline, absolutely fantastic, beautiful little pendant, ever so powerful. I recommend black tourmaline to absolutely everyone, especially in situations, in all sorts of like a negative situations, and if someone is trying to trick us into something, or if somebody's like quite negative around us, it can affect our own energies. So that's why I highly suggest like a black tourmaline to wear perhaps throughout September, but especially on the 20th of September, just basically I just needed to be careful, because somebody may trick you into something. Also, it could be connected to your work, you know, it could be connected to somebody who's very negative at your work, and somebody may steal some kind of idea, you see, some kind of dishonesty that I'm seeing, that it's actually really going to be very enhanced on this day. So I just need you to kind of protect yourself, and just obviously, you know, if there's anything personal that you want to talk about to other people and things like that, don't, on this particular day, just try to avoid to talk about personal things or talk about important things, because there is someone, little snake in the grass going to be around there, and that's why I need you to be careful. And also the 20th of September is also going to be important, because there is going to be the certain discontinuance of effort that you're going to have. There was something that was going on maybe like very strongly for the last like about 8 to 9 months in your life, something that you were focusing on, something that you were trying to do, and something that you will realize that it's not meant to be the part of your life anymore, and it's not meant to be there anymore, and something that you will realize that it's time to move on from that particular thing. You see, something that you were trying and something that didn't actually work for you, and you were constantly hoping it's going to work, but it's just actually, you're going to realize if you carry on like this, it's not going to change at all. It's only going to become worse, you see. So that's why it's going to be like a certain discontinuance of effort that you're going to have on this particular day. But don't get upset or anything like that, please, because I said, I don't know which reading did I do, it was the similar situation, and I just said, you know, it just reminds me of the situation where the door are going to be closed in front of you. But that's actually really good, because if this door don't get shut and locked, locked, then another door over there on the other side, it's not going to be open, you see. And this is what reminds me of that particular situation. Certain doors are going to close, but almost immediately another door are going to start opening for you, and it is going to be much better. It is just going to be slight change of direction on this particular day. And you know, let me tell you something, and for the actual number, you also have number 8. Number 8, you know how much I love number 8, and it means so many things. It means that your finances are going to be much better. It means that you're going to start feeling much more comfortable. It means that doesn't mean necessarily that you're going to start getting money straight away, but it is going to be the actual realization in your mind, how far you have done, how far you have gone, and how far you need to go in order to get where you need to get in your life. So number 8 is also letting you know that you are on the right direction, or again, you are in the right direction, you are on the right journey, and it will be successful, and it will be followed by the financial security, which is automatically going to bring you really nice peace of mind, which is going to make you feel like much better, and it is going to give you like a really nice sense of achievement. And also, let me tell you something, number 8 also means that there is an opportunity that is going to happen to you, and that particular opportunity that is going to happen to you, it's going to be like right connected to the first part of September. Okay, it's going to be connected to the first part of September, and that basically how it's going to happen, that opportunity, it is going to be completely connected to something you have never done in your life. It is going to be connected to a completely unknown situation. It is going to be connected to to things and to the situation, to the energy that you haven't come across before. And so in one way, it's going to make you feel like really excited, you know, but on another hand, it's going to make you feel like a little bit scared and a little bit paranoid. But above all, it is going to be in general very good feeling. And normally in situations like this, you would be like, oh, I don't know, I'm not too sure, I haven't got any experience, I'm not too sure. But now the difference is going to be, and that's why I said, and it's connected to number 8, which is a wonderful number when it comes to the success and even decision making and things like that. That's why this situation is going to be different. Now, this moment in time, you will feel at the beginning of September, you will really feel like you want to try something new. You will really feel you want to try something different. You will really want to try a slightly different route, which is going to make you, on another hand, to look at the things from like a slightly different perspective. And it's just so interesting. It can be just such a tiny little thing, but it's, as long as you look at the things, you know, from a different perspective, it just gives you the whole new world of possibilities. And as long as you stop blocking your energy by thinking negatively about certain situations and certain things in life, which can actually happen without you even realizing, and by doing this, you just kind of lock yourself, you lock all the door around you, and now it's time to knock, to unlock the door, to open the door. And this is what this situation is going to actually bring. It is also going to make you feel very enlightened. It is going to make you feel very good about yourself, and it's also going to give you like a whole kind of sense of adventure, you see. And after this moment, after this point, the whole of September is going to seem like very adventurous for you. Remember, it's all connected to number 8, and it's all connected to all those energies and the energetic, like how I said that you're going to feel, and this is going to be all part of it, you see. And you know, it is just a great sense of achievement, and this is why I like September when it comes to you guys, because it's such a fantastic sense of achievement, and especially when it comes to your career, and especially when it comes to what have you done so far, you know, and things like that. Because I can see you literally sitting down and thinking, oh, thank God, you know. It is just a whole sense of achievement that is just going to have such a positive impact on you, and especially if something that was driving you crazy, something that was driving you mad, you know, something that was making you feel really negative before, it is almost you're gonna feel like on top of the things, you know, that you would feel like really negative about. And now this is again part of what I said before. You're just going to start looking at things from a slightly different perspective, and it's such a tiny little thing to do, and it's just going to make the whole world of difference. And I also need you to be careful about somebody, like at the beginning of September, there is a person person that is just going to kind of drain your energy, you know, and this particular person is somebody very, very dark, somebody very heavy, but especially when it comes to their own karma, and especially when it comes to their own energy, these people are very heavy, and this person hasn't got much work-life balance. Sometimes people, they're like robots. Honestly, they're like robots sometimes, certain people, and people like this, because they just work, and they have so much money, they're so successful, but they're not happy, they're really, really unhappy, and there is no point to work and to make lots of money and to be so materialistic and all that if you haven't got that balance. If you're not happy in life, you know, there's no point whatsoever. And this is what it reminds me of particular person's energy. You see, this is this person's energy, and someone through your work, person is going to be connected to your work somehow. It's either your boss, it's either your manager, and it's either going to be some kind of a client. If you're retired, it depends where you go on weekly basis, daily basis, where you go to meet with person. There is going to be the person that is going to be quite it's going to affect you a little bit, because this person is going to be negative towards you, and you're going to have a negative experience, and it's just somebody whom you are going to clash a little bit. So I just want to warn you, just to kind of now, when you know that this is going to happen, if you are watching this reading, you're meant to be watching this reading, you're meant to know this, so you're meant to kind of protect yourself from people like this. What I said before, black tourmaline, is absolutely brilliant, and for this type of situations, because even if your energies are not like okay, even if your energies are not perfect, you know, then we are even more vulnerable towards like this type of people, so they can affect their energy, can affect our energy, and that's why you protect yourself with the black tourmaline and things like that. And also the second part of September, I can see you feeling very nostalgic. You know, you will want to kind of there is a certain problem that is going to bounce back, certain problem is going to come back, something unresolved from your childhood, something when you were a child, when you were really, really young, a certain strange situation, or like a situation that just left you feeling like a little bit uneasy, or it just makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. Basically something unfinished, an unfinished business from the past is going to bounce back, going to come back. It doesn't have to be necessarily from childhood, but it's going to be from the past. A certain problem is going to come back, and that problem was connected to certain conflict or certain battle, and it was part of the battle, you know, and you were part of it, and you just kind of decided to leave it, but there is still something that you're going to need to kind of sort out when it comes to that. The second thing I need to tell you, it's the second part of September, it's that you are actually there's a certain money that you're going to get hold of. This money is going to come to you like at that time, or you're going to hear about it, that it's on its way to you. But I have to warn you that there is a certain fight, maybe going to be like a certain conflict again when it comes to that money, when it comes to that these finances, because you will want to kind of this was part of the battle, and it's still going to be kind of something you will need to put your foot down when it comes to this money, when it comes to you receiving this money. It almost reminds me of the situation that you will want to kind of get your part, or you will want to fight for your part, because you know that this is the right thing for you, and this will be the right thing for you to do. So there is just like a kind of money coming towards you, but there is going to be like a little bit of conflict, which means you're going to need to put your foot down for the certain reasons, you see. And also there is just like what else I was going to say is that there is a certain situation that is going to arise when it comes to your work as well. A certain situation that is going to arise at your work is just going to make you feel like a little bit uneasy about like your you will worry about something. You will see it as like a little loss, but as I said before, the things are going to take slightly longer. It is just part of what I said before. You will be a little bit disappointed with a certain situation or certain progress when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, but this is also going to be followed immediately with the fact and with the realization that certain things are going to take slightly longer. You see, this is really, really important. But there is a certain decision that you're going to need to make, and there's a certain thing that you're going to need to cut out of your life, and there's a certain change that you will need to make in your life after this point, after this moment in order to get where you want to get. And do you know what I found really, really interesting also? That is just when it comes to romance, you know, when it comes to love, there is somebody that is just kind of coming towards those of you beautiful Gemini who are single and ready to mingle. And even if you're not ready to mingle, this particular person is going to have such an amazing impact on you that you will want to mingle with this one. There is someone very special going to manifest in your life, somebody very different. You don't know this person just yet. You have never met this person, and this person is just going to manifest in your life just out of the blue. Somehow this person is going to be connected to your work, it's going to be connected to your career. Like, let me tell you, if you're not working, if you don't need to work, for example, then this person is going to be connected to the situation where you are, you know, surrounded by other people. So if you have a hobby, or when you go out, however, there are going to be other people around and you will not know this person. And if you're retired, it's the same. For example, if you're retired, this person, you're going to meet someone where you go to, you know, when you go to meet with other people, there are going to be other people around. And but it's just going to be somebody very, very interesting, and somebody who is going to leave an impact on you, such an amazing impact. And almost immediately when you see this person, you will be able to click with this person, and almost immediately this person will be able to see you in exact way you want to be seen by your lovers. You know, this person will see something in you that nobody else had ever seen before. However, this person will be very passionate, very sexy, very romantic, and it is just going to be full of love and full of passion to give you. And it's just also going to make you feel this situation, and this person is going to make you feel so different, so strange in a good way, that you would want to do anything. You will find yourself in a situation with this person that you will want to do things that you've never done before. You will want to try things you've never tried before. You will want to experience things you've never experienced before. And also you will feel like you know him or her. You will feel like you know this person for a really, really long time. And this person is also going to feel exactly the same. Just prepare to be swept off your feet. You see, just prepare. As I said, you may not start going out with that person straight away. You may not just like start relationship with that person straight away, but it is just this person is going to start manifesting themselves at around the mid-September 2017, but it is just going to be somebody very, very special indeed. Okay, and I will say it that, you know, even if you're not looking for a relationship, even if you're not looking for love, sometimes when certain situations happen in our life, when certain people like this happen in our life, you see, we are absolutely helpless. We are not able to help how we feel about certain people. We are not able to help how we feel about certain people in a certain situations in life, especially when they're so different and so magnificent, and so beautiful, like this particular person. Fantastic balance of energies is here, I have to say. This person has got fantastic balance of energy. The third part of September is fantastic when it comes to your particular success. When it comes to your success, and when it comes to your achievement, and when it comes to what you've done so far, especially when it comes to your own achievement and the way you feel about yourself. This is going to be the third part of September. I can see you will be celebrating. You will literally have a reason for celebration. You will feel happy about yourself. You will feel happy about your achievement, and that is just going to make you feel ecstatic. And I can see you like you will be socializing with your friends and family at the third part of September, and especially with your friends. I can see you like going out a lot. I can see you like socializing a lot. I can see you trying different things. I can see you going places, but it is just a good news as well that you are going to have about you, where you live, about your financial situation. It's just going to start looking much better at this point. It is just going to kind of, you will be in a certain situation and you will realize that your life is just kind of going one level up, one step up, and you will be able to think about certain situations in your life, and especially when it comes to your home, and especially when it comes to where you live and things like that, you will be able to see and to plan for much further ahead after this moment, after this point. You will be able to see and to connect to certain things in your future based on what you have done so far, and it's automatically going to make you feel really, really good. Yeah, so when it comes to finances, this is one fantastic month, I have to say. Okay, and to you, this is also going to be resolved in such a sense that you're going to end up with 2 extra choices at the end of September, or by the end of September you will end up with 2 choices, and both of these choices are going to be absolutely life-changing, and these choices are going to be connected to something what you wanted to do in a really long time, the changes you wanted to do in a really long time, the changes you wanted to start in a really long time, but it just didn't happen. And now this is all about to change, which is going to on another hand have such a positive reflection on your own personal victory and mental clarity. You know, when you have your own personal victory and mental clarity, it's not only that you're just going to realize that you're absolutely on the right page, but you're also going to realize that this is just going to become something really big. What you're doing now, it's very, very important, because it's an important part of your spiritual journey, which means that every single one of us is good for something. Every single one of us has got an amazing quality, okay, that we are so good and so special about, and that is the type of thing that you're going to realize. And that's why this is so important to say when we feel like a mental clarity about something. You see, that's why this situation is so important. And just remember, 2 extra choices that you're actually going to end up having after this moment, after this point. And of course, this is going to be really big, and this is to do with your career, this is to do with your finances. If you are retired, this is also again to do with your finances, because after this point, after this moment, your finances are going to start looking much better. But also you will have a sense of busyness. Also you will have a sense of like you're doing something, you're working, and you really enjoy yourself. And this is exactly what it happens when you realize that you're doing what you're meant to be doing in this life, and it's just absolutely going to have an amazing impact on you, because it's just going to make you feel overwhelmed and really good. It is just going to be a step in such a good and positive direction. Okay. And also, what else I was going to say, for those of you that are single, you see, for those of you that are in relationship, you see, when it comes to love and things like that, and relationship in between you two, maybe in the last few months things haven't been that good. Maybe in the last few months you felt like a little bit disconnected when it comes to your partner, husband, wife. You felt like a little bit of disconnection. Maybe your partner just felt like a little bit of disconnection. I can see this. It's very easy to happen, and it does happen, but it does happen sometimes when we work a lot, when we concentrate on different things in life, and then it's a stress comes in, negative energies and things like that. But sometimes people drift apart, but sometimes people very easily drift back together. You see, we all go through different stages in our lives when it comes to our relationships, you see. And when it comes to you will so in the last few months there was a little bit of disconnection that I can see, but there is going to be the situation that is going to happen where you're going to realize something very beautiful about your partner. You're going to realize something very nice about your partner. You're about to realize a whole new the whole new situation is going to arise where your partner is actually going to need to put an impact or have an impact or something, and he or she is going to help you out, and they will give you an advice. They will come towards you, they will be warm with you, you will feel their warm energy, you will feel how beautiful they are, you will feel how much you mean to them, you will feel exactly how much they love you. It's all this through this particular situation that your partner is going to kind of react to, and this particular situation involves you, but it involves them being compassionate and nice towards you. And this is just going to be fantastic, beautiful turning point, because now after that moment, after after that point, after that realization, you're going to realize how much you love your partner. Your partner is going to realize the same thing, and it's just going to become even stronger. So that confusion that you had before is just going to, at the end, have such an amazing impact actually on you both and your relationship, because you're going to get like a really, really nice balance after that moment, after that point, and it's just going to make you feel very, very good about yourself, and you're going to start feeling very happy about your relationship. And then you will want to plan also something new with your partner, like a new stage. Maybe you will want to move away, maybe you will want to get a new house, move to the new place, or do some change. It is going to be connected to the really nice and beautiful change. You see, rose quartz is always, I always highly recommend rose quartz. You see little beautiful little pendants, ever so important and ever so powerful. Whether we are single, whether we are in relationships, rose quartz is absolutely brilliant, because it doesn't only, it's not only that it makes you feel much better, it makes you feel really calm, it makes you feel really good and peaceful, but it also has an amazing impact with us when we wear it, with our partners, and it helps us to, for single ones, to bring the particular person closer, but it also helps you to kind of express yourself. It helps you with talking, it helps you with communications and things like that. And especially if we have problems like communicating to our partners and things like that, rose quartz is a must, honestly. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I really hope you like it, and I will say what I always say at the end. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Don't forget to like, share me on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you like, and of course don't forget to comment in the comment section. Thank you ever so much for watching. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.